Well, Schmoedown rockers, I guess I'll never, get to see what it's like. Won't be able to do spectacular, which bums me because I would have loved to have been there to see Schmetz take that fucking belt. Because I'm going to have to rely on that now. And it's not going to be silent the whole time. Well, I wasn't really too upset. Hell, I'm less upset because I got to have a good laugh and have apparently a fairly decent enough match. Regardless of the fact the results were what most people were expecting, including myself. Hold on a second. I'm gonna move this thing here. Oh, better. Alright. So that part of my bracket was busted, but I was kind of expecting it to be. I would have been more surprised if I was right and thought it would be the late to the party critically acclaimed situation. No, that didn't happen with that. But it was fun, and it probably had, to me, one of the best promos involving both Wildberries and Guy and even McWeenie. Wildberries. Guys shouldn't go for, instead of doing the whole mukbang thing, you should do some Wildberries ASMR. I mean, it'd be weird, but I mean, just like, Wildberries. Wildberries. That'd been a good day. And it was fun. It was kind of a fun match. Yeah, it was just kind of expected. Maybe the draft will never break them up. I mean, it seems, and I should have expected it given, Makuga immediately decided to do his one little thing. I should have been like, yeah, they didn't make it, did they? So that was on me. I was like, okay, I'll accept it. It's not going to hurt my bracket because I didn't expect him going past round 2. And then Shazam versus the movie guys. I'm glad things with Karen are doing better-ish, I guess. I still feel like I need to at least donate to the GoFundMe whenever I can. For you, Paul. And I'm not surprised by the baritone, given, you kind of decided to show me that you were a improv comedic Elvis impersonator, so I could see how you could pull off a baritone. And I guess Elvis is sort of like a bassy baritone, I guess. Or is he a straight up baritone? I'm not as familiar with Elvis's work, aside from the fact that, most people's classics. I mean, your Jailhouse Rocks, your Hunga Hunga Burn Love, and so on and so forth. But anyway, yeah, that was fun, and yeah, I'm with the movie guys. Good job. I'm with Shazam on that one. I'm with Bibbs and whatnot on that. Also, Jen Sturge interview, Chill to Action was solid. Check that out when you get a chance. Yeah, Mark Riley's going to be an interesting one for the next week's one, if you check that out too. Got to represent some forms of the Action fam that are also part of the Dungeon fam. It's one and the same, because Smith is also technically part of the Action army. So, not sure how high up he is on that, but alright. Sorry. And that one was a really closer match, and I was kind of expecting a little more of that, and I did like the kids' little thing, the Shazam have another one. It was a Home Alone reference. Not a bad one. Kid! God, I wish I could do my normal stuff, but I wanted to do a journey thing, because most people who don't know what the hell's going on in Schmoedown, we need to, inform them we're in a tournament season, and that's why I did the bracket thing, and that's what's happening, and maybe I'll do some similar funny-ish semi-captionless things on the side. Who knows? I should have done that with the take a dump thing from Ben last week. That was funny. Anyways, and I think after this, I'll probably end up watching the Looney Bin match. Looney Bin Self-Righteous Brothers. At this point, I mean, I'll be happy with Looney Bin, but I'm not going to be as bummed because I'm already, I'm not going to get anywhere. My bracket, my actual bracket, is thus gone. I'm just going to use the main logo just to kind of throw out as an opening, and that's all I got. Makes me sad. And I really did enjoy that. There were some interesting choices. And it definitely wound up basically going down to the wire for the most part. They basically had to get their 5-pointer. The movie guys needed to get their 5-pointer, wasn't able to. It's a bummer. And they handled it just as well as they had before. But I guess it's alright because now I guess Paul can right now focus on doing what he needs to do to help Karen, and that's at least a plus, I guess you could say. And he's do what he can for his family, and they seem adorable couple. They really do. And I delayed the inevitable, but it wound up being the Friday match. They didn't do a premiere. Kind of glad they didn't, I guess. Gave me a little bit more time to get my bearings, but y'all who've checked out the Dungeon exclusive know my thoughts already. This is just an extra extension of that, and yeah, and already sprinkled in throughout this whole thing. Yeah, seriously, Stacy, what the fuck? First, you already screw up my brain by screwing up with my childhood's first taste of what it may as well be fucking puberty, in the form of between Poison Ivy and Jessica Rabbit with those cosplays years ago. Then you start what the screwing up everyone else's brackets. I don't know who honked. That was weird. And then you start screwing up everyone else's brackets, and that's raw and random raw as usual, I guess you could say. Anyway. And then you do this. And then, you already screwed up with the whole thing with Riley. Wasn't expecting you to pull it out with Brandon Meyer anyway, but I didn't have my bracket in time, so it didn't matter from my end, I guess. But, I was baking on teams this time, and finally get it in time, and it doesn't matter, because the one team I was hoping to win this whole thing, and if I wasn't going to get that, I would have settled for Who's the Boss again if I had to, or at least as my backup plan, because last time I tried to do Wild Berries again, I wasn't going to make that mistake, which is why I didn't have Wild Berries advancing, and why I had Paddington 2, because they would have beat the family. So now I'm not going to be surprised if Paddington 2 this is the family. So basically, I shouldn't have relied on anything on the right bracket. That was just going to get at this point. Or at least as far as round ones are concerned, because right now it seems that everything going into round 2 from round 1 is depending on how Looney Bin goes, is going to be safe. Yet it doesn't matter because I don't have anyone on that side winning going into the finals. Well, anyone on that side, winning the finals, I should say. So at this point, I'd almost settle for Shazam winning at this point, because it's in my finals. But I don't even expect that to go over well, so I'm disappointed. I do kind of hope you win, but if Ben wins, I'd rather have him, because, he doesn't have a fucking belt. I'd like him to finally get one, for fuck's sake, if he doesn't wind up, winning the team's tournament. So if he does, I'll be less bummed, though I would rather, Roka finally prove he can freaking defend a belt, at some point, just to say he did, and, get that out of the way. But maybe someday they can win the titles back and then try to defend it. Who knows? But I do hope at some point, Riley finally gets his chance at a team's belt, and if, and it'd be nice to have Ben have a backup plan in case things go wrong for him, whether he faces Bibiani or it just doesn't work out facing Oyama if he beats Biggs at Spectacular. And that's kind of where my bracket's going to go. Let's see. Here's what I'm going to wind up doing as my revision. That's not going to matter because I'm not going to be compared to my original because it's destroyed. It's destroyed. It's gone. So we're going to just... it's clear while berries aren't in it and it's family now. I don't know if this pin works. Gosh darn it. Let's see if this pin works. Testing. We're keeping that in. We're keeping that in. Testes. 1, 2, 3. All right. And checking pin. Last minute stuff. Tell you what. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically, unfortunately, I maybe have Shazam winning, or maybe. If not, I'll settle for Shazam winning. So for now, we're gonna try. At this point, apparently, we have Crimson Fury. If I can write it down somewhere here, and if you can read it, I doubt it. I doubt you can read it, but it's because it's... No, yeah, you can. Yay. Oh, yeah, it's a C and an F. It's supposed to be an F. It looks like an E, though. And I'm sorry if it looks like kind of like an E. But it's an F, and for Crimson Fury. And we're gonna... Because that's what happened, apparently. And so, and that's the case. I am going with Who the Boss. And if Paddington 2 loses... If I'll stick with my Paddington 2... until the family beats them, which I can see more likely happening. But I'm okay if they don't a little bit. But that's what's happened thus far. Other than that, it seems everything on this side is still secure until I find out about this one here. But yeah, Time Machine is secure. For now, Looney Bin. Sorry. And I guess either way, loose cannons, I'm gonna pick Who the Boss, and I will go with I'm basically vicariously living through Sin and Fanatics bracket at this point. So kind of, sort of. Because now it's gonna be Who the Boss. But if Shazam beats it, I won't be as mad because, you know, at least I had him in the finals in the first place. So, though I won't be as upset if Time Machine does because, you know, Janine's the Action Army, all that. And kind of Dungeon Head, so I'm okay with that. Ethan's cool too, you know. Just, won't be upset if Looney Bin beats. I mean, because so far nothing until round 2, unless Looney Bin loses. So far, nothing. Unless some of my Self-Righteous Brothers pull something off. Again, finally does pull something off. Because but I do feel bad for them. I would like them to still, you know, kind of work together, or at least do something to where they become sort of a faction of their own or something. I'd laugh if it was Dorina. I'd laugh if it was Dorina that was going to be the 10th manager. It'd be hilarious. Even though it's not going to matter because they're going to have to wind up. She doesn't want managers, but, you know. Though when I saw Dorina, she's like, she's nice. And I said, okay, you do you. And she's like, oh, that's nice. I'll take Dorina. I'll accept that. It's like, which is good. Because it makes sense that she get goth. But, which would be awesome. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of what's going to become of my bracket now. Loose cannons, and then it just, the Three Ninjas series. I thought Tommy was actually one of the kids' names. I really did. I knew they were kind of going Power Rangers a little bit, but I do believe Tommy was a name. I believe it was, unless I'm getting it confused with some other, like, movie that involves some kid that got kidnapped and turned out he was raised by the people that weren't actually his parents or something. I don't know. There's a Batman reference in it somewhere that was actually kind of cool. But it was whatever. But I forgot the name of that movie. But anyways, yeah, I'm not great. I'd be lucky if I beat Jeremy Hastings. But anyways, yeah, that's my revised bracket so far. Should have stuck with Who's the Boss anyway. Wouldn't have felt as bad. Though I will be mad if Stacey continues to break this bracket. Please no. We are trying. Just take corruption out for us, man. Okay? Okay? I like Franco, but this is bullshit. It should be part of the dungeon. Hell, I'd be okay if him and Smets were a team. That'd be cool. That'd be a powerhouse. Okay, Tank and Smasher. What would that equal? I don't mind Smash Tank being a team name. That'd be cool. Well, that's another idea, but but more logically, I could see Rachel and you see Silver Stringy, the smashing stars, like Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, they're fun, babe. Anyway. I'm still upset. Now I gotta, hope to God Smets finally pulls out a win against Kalinowski in this match, so we could have an interesting grudge match as well. But I would love it. I understand most people would prefer the Kalinowski, but I don't want that. He needs to lose. Let him lose so Smets has his chance. He needs this. I don't want him to be known as a choker. He does not need that. I don't believe he will. I believe he will overcome this. I believe that he will. And I want to wear this shirt on this fucking channel again. At this point, it's all I've got because I'm afraid I'm going to lose my band. Real talk now. Before I... This also involves someone within the Schmoedown community. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my band. Or at least my involvement in the band. Because I tried to... Because the fucking mix from the last practice thing... We shouldn't even put it out on fucking SoundCloud in the first place. And now it's... I don't know... And the mix, fucking... I'm gonna be honest, the stuff my cousin and our drummer, when they were in their band back in high school or whatever, their mix was definitely far better sounding. Their demos there are far better than what we got. It makes me sad. And I just... And they basically called him out. It was a sentence saying he was... I asked him and he didn't lie to me, and I was like, thank God I'm not the only one who thinks this. And I even kind of said small little things, and the way they thought he came off as a douchebag. I forgot to show them my side of things when I showed it to them, and I'm going to do that after this anyway, just to shut them the fuck up. And he's not. He knows what he's doing, and I want to show him some of their stuff. He knows what he's doing. Is he a better singer than what we've got? No, but I think he'll probably admit it himself. He's a humble guy, I believe. And happy birthday to him. That's why I didn't want to say anything to him then, because I didn't want to ruin his birthday. And I wouldn't have wanted that for myself, so... And he's been pretty cool about certain things. He had a nice Pantera conversation, him throwing through the chats during one of the episodes of Who Cares It Anyway podcast. Check that out, D2A. Even though I do like my C2A as well, I That Civil War, that technically is the only Civil War I want in my dungeon right now. And that's it. I do not want Kaiser Schmett's dungeon Civil War. I've already seen what it's done. The fact they've handled it well is nothing short of a miracle with the call to action people, but and the action army in general. But yeah. But anyways, back to the band thing that I was talking about. That has kind of nothing to do with Schmoedown, but because I'm done talking about that, I want to leave off with this. And I guess if you turn the video off before I started with this, that's fine. I don't blame you. But if you want to get past that and Dale, I just... I did it. I even left photos of those parts so I didn't feel like I was stabbing them in the back or anything. I wanted them to know I reached out for a second opinion because I felt we needed one. And then they just come off like he's like this, and it's like, and then all of a sudden Jeff and even our drummer was put the thumbs up on that fucking bullshit. And I'm afraid to send him that and make him be mad at me. Basically, that's why I didn't say anything to Chris, because I didn't want to. And I'm pissed because because no one else will take me. Because I know I'm not that good. That's why I wound up from rhythm guitar to fucking bass. And it's been bothering me ever since. It didn't start off doing so, but the fact they didn't want me to back on the rhythm guitar and they just wanted me to stick with bass, and I don't mind it, but I don't feel creatively and sonically speaking for my own ears, and I feel more at home with guitar than bass. But I just don't want to not, because my cousin's the only one who's ever bothered to take me in because he wants to play with me, and I'm afraid to call him and I don't know what to do, and I'm because I've been pondering on it the rest of this weekend because of it. I'm already bummed. I mean, that bums me out more than this, because I needed that was my only other outlet, and I mean, I felt I needed to say something on it, and I mean, it's not like we're gonna have the same room anymore because my cousin's finally moving out of that place he was in, which I guess is good for me. I can save myself some freaking gas money anyway, because it's like an hour drive from where I live, the place he was living at, and I don't have to worry about that anymore, and it's just like maybe a half-hour drive. I don't know how far his new girl or whatever is. It's all sorts of complicated bullshit, not nearly as bad as the last time, but it might be getting there after this, because and I think and they all think that whatever we got is good, and it's not. That's why I'm afraid to even send it to my own family or anything, because they just think we'll suck when they don't know the difference between a fucking, and it seems our band doesn't know the difference when it comes to a fucking difference of a mix and production and a performance. He didn't say we sucked. He said, I asked him about the fucking mix. As I knew our performance was fine. I just asked him about the mix. And he gave me the honest opinion and confirmed my suspicions. And you should have double-checked the motherfucker, Jeff. You shouldn't have put it out. Because if they think this is our best, we're fucked. You may as well just, I almost feel like I should wait for the next Spectre Sound Studios Merciless Mix. Throw that out there just to fuck with you. But Nick's not going to listen because he don't like him because he tried to blow up a thing when he's not fucking wrong about those fucking specific amps. I mean, sure, it's how you can kind of mic it, but I'm glad we didn't use it for the recording. Instead, we've been using Digitech stuff, which hasn't been the best. And I think it's more the bass on my end, I admit, because I was trying to, which I almost want to blame it on Spectre Sound Studios, and he's kind of not wrong because I've kind of used the bass one time through my RP1000 using their specific crunch and chunky thing mixed together, and holy fucking shit, it sounded like pretty much like a crunch meets beefiness to an extent that kind of sort of comes off sort of gritty and growly at the same time, which I need to show him that, and I'm hoping it's not headphones lie to you situation, all this other blah blah bullshit. And I'm sorry I'm it's just, it bothers me still, and I just felt like getting that out there, and I shouldn't have done it through this thing. I mean, Rock's in the title, I guess I should make that as an excuse. I'll probably put Random Rant in the fucking title so you understand wherever the hell this starts at, so you know where to stop if you need to, or whatever. Aside from this, and my thoughts on what's going on with the Ultimate Schmoedown Teams Tournament, I guess, and I guess the next ones I know is Looney Bin versus Self-Righteous Brothers. The only other matches, I guess, that are left is, so far it seems, it's that one and Evil Geniuses versus Paddington 2. Those are the only matches that seem to be left of round 2, and then I think we're going to get the start of round 1. It's maybe on Friday, my guess. Since we're going to get 3 matches at once, I'm guessing that's how this is going to happen. And then they're going to start round 2s. Because now it's just Looney Bin and Evil Geniuses versus Paddington 2, or whatever they're going to call themselves, if it matters at this point. I don't know if they're going to rechange the name, and I'm going to have to mark it off and change it while I'm putting it in my adjusting of the bracket here, but I don't know. Well, what did you guys think? Is your bracket officially destroyed completely, or is it just a portion busted? Leave a comment below, let me know. I'm kind of bummed. I would have liked to see more of Wild Berries for at least a little bit more time. But I understand, Maku's got to do his thing too, and anyways. I'm sorry for the rant thing. I had to get it off my chest. I couldn't keep it in anymore. And I guess it's not which is not Schmoedown related. It's something else that's been on my mind. I couldn't not talk about. So. And but anyways, I guess what you think, leave a comment below, let me know. As always, guys, I guess keep it random, keep it real, keep it rocking. If you smell what the movie trivia Schmoedown Entertainment Network, and Schmoedown Rocks is cooking.